Yes. What are we talking about today, y'all? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, y'all. We are seeing what's going on. Seeing what's going on down here.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you
something. To the internet. Let's see what we have here. I did save some things. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. We know Monique released some 3-year-old messages. No. What was I saying? Oh, some 3-year-old messages from Monique and her calling him baby and baby and baby and baby and baby and baby and baby all over again, girl. I don't see it for her. Y'all can see it for her. You know, that's what I was thinking about. I was fixing my little curtain over here and I was like, Monique is really getting the girls. Like, it's crazy because it's almost like you guys are in a tizzy, and I'm just gonna be on this for just a little while. It's almost like you're in this tizzy, right? You have this hope and dream to mimic something that looks like what she has going on right there. A man standing behind her, on side of her, hovering over her, ruining her life and career. Y'all have this idea, this black love idea, and y'all want to identify with Monique because of all the intersections, right? The race, the weight, the skin complexion, right? She's being done wrong. Blue Telusma, which I love that name. Blue Telusma, she said this, and she actually quoted my tweet of the video of Shalon yesterday. And I want to read it. She says, I keep telling y'all something in the water ain't clean with Mo. One day we're going to have to talk about how the Malcolm X quote about black women being the most disrespected group, while true, has somehow guilted a lot of you into not being able to hold our toxic sisters accountable. And that's when men be like, y'all don't hold each other accountable. And then when I get down here and wear y'all out, then you're like, you still worship men. That's what I got a few weeks ago. When I hold you accountable, you want what looks like, you want to, I guess, hold on to this idea of black love, right? To this fantastical delusion of black love, right? Love is love. There's no black, white, nothing. No, it's not. I don't hear no other ethnic group in the world being like, this is Latin love, this is Asian love, this is what's the other ones? What's the other people? Asians. This is white love. Girl, no. Y'all the only group that say black love. And what's the difference? But from my perspective, black love looks like struggle love. I don't know about anybody else. I could be on the mountain all by myself looking out into the horizon, but that's what I see. And y'all have this thing going on where, and then you have the black mothers and sons people, right? She's hitting on a lot of people. And then you have the Justice League. She's hitting on a lot of people. And then you and Sid'Nique get on the internet yesterday and react, not listen, what is probably the problem. You reacted to Shalon's message, which was very respectful. And from my perspective of what he said was, listen, mama, while I love you and I know you love me, neither one of us are putting forth the effort to mend our relationship. So you don't have to keep telling that lie when someone asks you about me. What you should say, here's Monique, here, Sid'Nique, this is what Monique should say. The next time somebody asks her about Shalon, she should say, we do not have a relationship with each other, and we are both fine with that. He wants you to stop telling a lie that you guys are waiting for the universe to bring you back together. It's nothing to bring back together. And another thing I want y'all to stop doing is stop trying to mend the relationship between a parent and child that's unfixable. He said it. I'm not putting in the effort and I see no value. She's releasing text messages from 3 years old that are 3 years old. Sid'Nique, they get on the internet in a reactive response, which seemed very mean-spirited and typical. What we've done for you, what we've bought for you. You know, the last time we saw you, we filled your car up with stuff for your daughter. Yes, it was clear that he wanted to try to get you to have a relationship with his daughter. He mentioned it very, very. I really don't think y'all listen to him. Y'all are seeing a black man coming for a black woman. That's why I said you guys are like in a tizzy because you don't really know where to go, right? Where this is a child speaking to its mother, and you're like, why this nigga come out and say about his mother? He didn't say nothing disrespectful. He was literally respectful, and he even included, you know how we get on here and drag people, and you got to include, Rodney does it better than I do. You got to include something nice to say about the person. He said his mother taught him work ethic. His mother taught him how to work hard and be ambitious. That's what she taught him. But he wouldn't want to do that at the expense of something he created. Go back and listen to what he said. If you would listen, that's the problem that a lot of parents have. You're not listening. You're so quick to respond and defend your ego before you actually listen to the message. He doesn't want a relationship with her. But what he wants to do is release her from telling this lie that we're taking it day by day. We're not taking it day by day. I don't fuck with you like that. And you don't fuck with me. And it's okay. I want to release you. That is literally what he said at the beginning and the purpose of his letter. And I'm so glad that he wrote it so that it could be cohesive, concise, and there's no room for nothing else. This is what he said. Stop trying to get parents and adult children to repair a relationship that is not repairable. Stop doing that. Y'all need to stop doing that. That only breeds like it's a toxic cycle. Allow people to break toxic cycles. Please allow them to do that. We are working hard out here to unlearn, to go to therapy, to heal. We are working hard. Stop encouraging people to mend relationships with people where they don't even see the value in the relationship. The people that are around you, your tribe, your circle, your group, whatever you want to call it, your crew, your squad, they're around you because they see value in you. Some of them are around you because they see value in what you can give them. Let's be clear. But the people that are closest to you, they're with you because they see value in you and they appreciate you. You're a value, you're an asset to their life. That's why. Why would you want anyone around you where there's no value? There's no asset. There's no ROI. There's no reciprocation. There's none of that. Why? And it translates into your intimate partnerships too. Why? Why go back to something that's not working? Same thing with your parents. Why are you keep trying to, because you feel like you have an obligatory contract with them. You don't. You can sever that contract. You can cut that cord. You can. And a lot of y'all need to, because all this trying to rekindle, trying to fix, trying to go back and 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 go back. Fuck, I'm tired. People get tired of going back and going back and going back and going back. When I see that you're not going to change, I have to change. You're not going to change. So stay exactly who you are. Don't change. But what I'm going to do is change. I'm going to change. So don't worry about it. Stay right there. Stay right there. I'm going to change. That's how it goes. And you releasing these 3-year-old messages where it's not really any kind of dialogue. It's almost as though he kind of is checking in. That's what it feels like by looking at these text messages. But y'all want to, because all of these things can be true. That's the thing. She can be done wrong by Tyler Lee and Oprah, but she can also be an ain't shit mother. She can also be difficult to work with. She can also be difficult to work with. She can. She can also admit that she's difficult to work with. She admits it over. See, y'all don't listen. Y'all ain't listening to Monique and you ain't listening to Shalon. Y'all ain't listening. Because go back and listen to Monique. She tells you over and over again that she's difficult to work with. She tells you. You ain't got to. And when people tell you when they tell you, not only show you, but they telling you who they are, believe them, y'all. Stop trying to be like, well, what she really meant. No, bitch. She said what the fuck she said. She said what she said, and she means what she says. Knock it off. Somebody says two things can be true at once, and then Blue comes back and says, absolutely. Look how a narcissistic diva who's mean and nasty to folks in real life can play victim to the public by making valid points about the plight of Black women that conveniently omits all of her bad behavior that turned off people who were once sincerely rooting for her. Period. She's using y'all. She's using what is meaningful to you. Black women being mistreated. But if you don't hear, if you can't, this is discernment. If you can't sense that this is self-serving while she says, I'm doing this for the babies. I'm gonna get them with this one. I'm doing it for the babies. I'm gonna get them with this. I'm doing it for the Black woman. I'm gonna get them with this one. I got my husband sitting next to me. Y'all ain't used to seeing that. I'm gonna get them with that one. I'm gonna really get them with that one because I know how these desperados be out there trekking the tundra, girl. So I'm gonna really get them. Y'all ain't used to seeing a Black man. Y'all ain't used to seeing this Black love thing. And when you peel back the layers of her Black love thing, it's a struggle Black love thing. It ain't no different from the shit y'all going through. Propping these niggas up for no reason other than they have a dick. Why would you sit on the side of the table? Bitch, this is my table. I'm the queen of this motherfucker. I built all this motherfucking shit around here. I'm sitting at the head of the table, bitch. The fuck? If we playing those roles, I'm sitting at the head of the table. You get to sit at the head of the table because you have a penis? Girl, go away from me with that. Girl, get out of here.
Girl, stop.
Let's see what else is going on the blog. That's all I had to say. Stop trying to get people to mend relationships with their parents and they're not fixable.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Paramount Global lays off about 800 employees one day after celebrating record Super Bowl ratings. I know I canceled my 7-day free trial. I started my trial. I must have had Paramount Plus before because it just came up like my name and stuff. I must have had it before and canceled it before. But anyways, I had Paramount Plus. I ordered it the same day the Super Bowl came on. Watched Usher. Listen, I watched it the same day the Usher concert came on while they played football around the Usher concert. Somebody said in the comments, it was so nice for Usher to let them play football in the middle at the beginning and the end of his performance. Ooh. Hold on, I need a little bit more creamer in here, honey. I sacrificed because I knew you could not sleep without it. Perfection. I know I canceled my. Did y'all? Who else did the promo? That's probably why they fired everybody because they knew all these people were gonna do. We need to. If whoever was at Paramount in their departments, if they were smart, of course they would have forecasted. We have a 7-day trial going on. The Super Bowl's coming up. We're doing a live broadcast from our app of the Usher concert, and we know that people are going to use that 7-day trial and cancel. Hopefully some of them will forget. That's what they hope. They hope you forget. I didn't forget, bitch. I went right. I told my son I already canceled Paramount Plus. He was like, damn. He's so funny. He was like, damn. He said it from far away too. That was so funny. He was like, already? I didn't even get to see what was on the little menu. No, I canceled it. Sorry. Cause no, I'm not. I remember, I don't know how, it was the 90s. It was the late 90s. And I remember them saying they are going to take cable television and cut it up to where you buy the channels separately. I will never forget that. And I was like, that sounds crazy as hell. And just in 25 years, 26 years, they're doing it. They've done it. I remember seeing a paper. And it was like all these corporations. And then they were like, what they're going to do in the telecommunications area, they are going to break these cable channels up and have people buy them separately. So with the apps, you're like literally you have the cable, you have the HBO, but then you also have Max. So they're like they getting you, they getting us, they getting us. That's why I was like, I'm not doing all this. I have Netflix, Max, Peacock, Hulu. I kind of how okay. What else? I think that's it. And Amazon Prime. I knew they would. They had to know, like, we're gonna get an influx of free trials. We're gonna have to be able to process those. So we're gonna need some employees to cover that. Paramount Global is getting rid of about 800 employees just one day after the company announced CBS had a record Super Bowl viewership. CEO Bob Bankish said Tuesday in an internal memo to employees, these adjustments will help enable us to build our momentum and execute our strategic vision for the year ahead. And I firmly believe we have much to be excited about. Azealia Banks is in here. So what do y'all think? Did y'all do the free? Who did the free trial? I did. I ain't ashamed. And I canceled that motherfucker too. I know it's like MTV stuff on there, but I'm good. I don't need to go back and watch anything. It says Azealia Banks is in here for Beyonce's country era. Them critics are not going to accept an ugly blonde wig. You're really not hitting the button. When I listened to 16 Carriages, that's what I asked on Twitter and somebody confirmed. She says in the song, see, I'll be listening. She said in the song, I've been around the sun 38 times. Beyonce is 42. I'm like, she made this song when she was 38. And then Julian, shout out to Julian. He said that she didn't make, she made the music, a lot of the music during the pandemonium, during the pansexual. She made a lot of the music that she's releasing. So I also feel like Beyonce is at a stage in her career where I can do the music I want to do. If I want to do country, I don't care if they accept me or not, but I want to put out a country album, period. Just the same way K. Michelle wants to put out a country album. I want K. Michelle to cover 16 Carriages. I could just hear her singing that. Let's read what Azealia Banks has to say. She really needs to get into artist development. She has good ideas and she has good critiques, and people should listen to her, but they've already written her off because what she says doesn't sound sweet all the time. And what did Ebony say? Y'all want what feels good, but you don't want the reality of the thing. Now let's talk about basic, mediocre, and typical, girl. Shout out to Ebony K. So Azealia Banks, who is a Gemini, says about this Virgo, Bianca, girl, I love you down, but them R&B runs over the Leslie Feist backbeats is giving pick Misha. Nothing country about it. You're setting yourself up to be ridiculed again. So they're going to ridicule her regardless. Beyonce can put out America the Beautiful, bitch. That bitch can sing Happy Birthday and somebody's going to find a problem with it. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. These eyelashes. One of them is bent up. I slept on it. I didn't take them off last night. I slept in them. These are strips. These are from Mink. What are they called? Envy. What they call? Mink Envy. Somebody asked me the other day. I think they have an affiliate program, but I haven't signed. I haven't looked into it. I forgot what these are called. I think these are called K. These are really like long. Last week I had on very natural. If you go look, they're very natural lashes. But these are really cute. Really cute. I really like those. Okay, so she says, you're setting yourself up to be ridiculed again. There's a theatrical element to country music. Them critics are not going to accept an ugly blonde wig and bullying from Jay-Z. It's giving big time musical grift. Yes, black girls make country music, but you're just really not hitting the button. K. Michelle, this is your turn to really execute. It's no shade, but K. Michelle truly understands the assignment. Beyonce, please stop the madness, the gay baiting, the overtly narcissistic attempts to lazily encroach into a genre you think your popularity is going to gain accolades for you in. You're looking like food, sis. You will gag when K. Michelle tears it. I'm telling you, K. Michelle can yodel, girl. Okay? So, and that Tennessee girl, once she's from Memphis, right? And she was singing some song about Jack Daniels. She leaving with number 7. Something she was saying, and she had that bottle of Jack Daniels. Girl, I mean, like I feel like Beyonce, do what you want to do, but like I could hear 16 carriages, and I can hear there's missing some elements. Like she has a beat, like that beat behind it. That's different. So that's letting you know, like, I'm not really doing this to be like a country song, but this is like maybe country, what do they call it? Country fusion, country a fusion, hee haw fusion, country trap. She wanna call it country trap. What do y'all think? Let's read 3 of the comments. I said, I do think the songs are missing elements that make a song a country song, but maybe that's the point. Maybe she's at a time in her career where she wants to make the music she wanted to make the way she wants to make it. That's what I think, that she has given Chloe Bailey advice and told her, you are young enough to make the music you want to make. You have an entire career ahead of you. Make the music you want to make. And that's why Chloe be coming out with stuff and we be like, girl, what is this? She's making the music she wants to make. There's something in me that tells me that Beyonce told her that. Make the music you want to make, sweetheart. You have your entire career. She's in her 20s, and I don't even think Chloe is 30. Make the music you want to make, girl. You got at least 25 years ahead of you. That you can have. How many albums can you put out in 25 years? Make the music you want to make, period. That's my theory on why we get what we get from Chloe. Anyway, someone says, I feel like some people are missing that she gave us daddy's lessons and showed us that she can give us a traditional sound. But when you listen to artists like Rena Roberts or Tanner Adele, every country song they create is a different style of country. It's like people thinking there's only one style of rap and getting mad the person isn't rapping in a New York accent. Very true. Somebody says, don't fight me, but she might be right on this one, because lately she's been trying hard to hit every genre instead of sticking to hers. Kanye has the same issue with y'all. Stop trying to put these artists. Creativity cannot be boxed in. End of story. End of story. Anybody that is creating, birthing, you cannot put them in a box. They must be free. You cannot tell somebody you need to stay. Like I said, Beyonce you can't tell her to stay in her lane. She's going to create another lane in country for country music or whatever. That might not even be her intention. Her intention might be, I've always wanted to make a country record since I was a little girl, and this is it. And these songs are old. These songs are from when she was 38. Because lately she's been trying hard to hit every genre instead of sticking to hers, which she dominates. Nothing's wrong with stopping out here and there. If she did features with other genres, that would be different. But she literally is making whole albums and people are eating it up because it's Beyonce. But it's actually not that good, especially the last pop house music album she had. We literally remixed Cuff It with Wetter, and everyone preferred that one. There are tons of black people crossing over into country music. Listen, will.i.am, shout out to will.i.am, shout out to East Los Angeles, shout out to Boyle Heights, shout out to Estrada Courts, shout out to the projects down in East LA, okay? Shout out to City Terrace, shout out, okay? will.i.am said, when they were trying to say that the Black Eyed Peas weren't black music, I wish I could find this clip. He said, all of this shit is black music. All of it. So don't tell me because this white girl is in my group that this ain't black music.
It still hurts a little bit. Like, we're not considered a black group because we got that big. And when you think of Black Eyed Peas, you don't think of, it's no longer like urban or black culture, which is it's not good for the black community that Black Eyed Peas is not looked at as a black group, because we've had international success, and that should be credited to the black community, more so than letting it be adopted. But that's just a thing that we suffer from all the time. Like, when you think of jazz, you no longer think of black anymore. When you think of rock and roll, you don't think of black anymore. Like, that, all that, I don't know why we have that. when you think of even country, you don't think of black. Like a lot of the things that we create and we invent, we dispose of or get stolen from us to the point where there's no association to its origins.
All of this shit is black music. If we really want to break it down, the country, the blues, the rock, all the shit, even the goddamn instruments used in classical music came from Africa. So let's not talk about it. If you really don't really want to talk about it, all of this shit is black music, girl. The way they used to do the artists in the 60s and the 50s, and they would go listen to the black artist and then take the song and remake it and then put it on the radio. They wasn't going to play the black artist because racism, right? They're going to play the white artist. And now your song is on the radio. They done stole your shit from you. They've been stealing from us forever. Stealing us, stealing from us. Just taking and taking. That's their DNA code, to take. And then reclaim it as their own. Like these people are doing with spiritual practices and stuff like that. I saw something online, this white woman doing a cacao ceremony. Girl, where the fuck did you learn that from? Girl, what's really going on? What's up?
Hey, girl. Hey, boo.
What's really going on? Tearing down another black woman for no reason during Black History Month is blasphemy. Girl, shut up. Y'all cannot try to trigger people with every single fucking thing. Stop it. Stop pulling these cards. And it's like so like blatant, and it's like you're like insulting people's intelligence when you do stuff like that. Like the shit that Monique does, I don't understand how y'all are not insulted by what she's insulting you like over and over and over again. Somebody said, what they say about Monique real quick. Let me see what they said. I agree with Azealia Banks. I really do. I agree with Azealia Banks. Somebody says somebody says she's playing. Somebody says she's playing. Monique playing head games. I said she's been playing head games with the people. She is really doing the thing like, okay, what cards can I pull to get people's support? I'm gonna pull the fat black woman card. I'm gonna pull the Malcolm X, the most disrespected. That gets him every time. Gets him every time. Every single time. And that's what y'all going off of. And then she has this child and y'all want to support her. And it's like you can't, it's almost like you're so stuck in this like binary thought process that it can't be both. It has to be either or. Yes, she can be harmed. Yes, she could be an ancient mother. Yes, she could be difficult to work with. All them things can be true. All of them. All of them. All of them. This other story that I saw where I left a very long comment. I don't know who this guy is. It says, wow, Vory's girlfriend calls him out for allegedly abusing her, seemingly threatens to have her killed in posted footage. If a man has abused a woman in the past, they will do it to you. Hello, read the Yelp reviews. I keep trying to tell y'all, you desperados be in the DMs lined up for what? To just get your head knocked between the washer and dryer? For what? I don't understand how y'all, if a woman breaks up with a man, it's part of patriarchy. You give the men the benefit of the doubt. You admonish the woman. She must be bitter. He tells you some fake ass story. You believe him. You don't believe her. You've been trained to do that. That's how they train them to triangulate women. Triangulate you, but also keep you separate. So you really can't get together and be like, he's the motherfucking villain. Not you, not me. It's his ass. If a woman comes down to the internet and said this so-and-so, believe her. She's showing proof. This girl posted proof. This man is sitting in her face. This is your intimate partner. The man you laid down with. You opened your legs and let this man slide his penis into your vagina. And he's sitting in your face telling you, I can have you killed. These are your protectors and providers. If you don't understand that is a trap, for you to be an adult, fully able-bodied woman to depend on a fucking man for anything. For anything. If you are in a relationship where the man is doing everything, I know there's a few of you out there. But bitch, if you don't have your fucking own in the corner of that goddamn closet, a duffel bag full of money, and you ain't putting money away, you a fucking fool. Yeah, that man is taking care of you, but if you ain't taking care of yourself, you better never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Yes, honey, yes, honey, yes, honey, but you better take a portion or a percentage of that money and put it away. Because when mad day comes, anything could set it off. You never know. You never know. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket when it comes to a man. That is like the craziest shit in my life that I've ever heard. Like, I just don't understand why y'all do that. And you get in these relationships, you looking for somebody to take care of you, your grown ass. You looking for somebody to take care of your grown ass. You're a grown ass motherfucking woman looking for a nigga to take care of you, bitch. And no, I'm not jealous, because I would never, that actually makes me malfunction. Shit that makes y'all malfunction, that makes me depending on a fickle ass man, these niggas change their mind every 7 days. So it's a few of you out there, y'all sprinkled out there, and then y'all tell these girls and lie to these girls and tell them, it's one out there, they out there, girl. They out there, girl. Woo! They out there, girl. I'm glad I'm not out there anymore, girl. They out there, girl. Trekking through the tundra. Hold on a second. So this guy, Vory's girlfriend, listen, trigger warning. Okay? Trigger warning. Intimate partner abuse. Trigger warning. Remove your camera from that. When we get out of shit, remove your phone from that camera. Jenny, I would literally get you killed. For real. Why is and real. Remove your camera from that. When we get out of shit, remove your phone from that camera. Jenny, I would literally get you killed. For real. Why is and real. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, nigga. Nah, you don't really. I do. Listen. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, nigga. Nah, you don't really. I do. You don't run this house. I do. He said, you don't run this house. I do. She said a message. She says, the fact that I have to post on social media about something that's so private is disgusting. The lies people will spread about you and try to paint you out to be because you don't want to be abused, cheated on, or lied to anymore. I just want to feel safe in my own home again. Ladies, when I tell you your home, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you your home is your sanctuary, it should be your sanctuary. Your home is not a battlefield. When you come home, you lay your armor out outside. You keep, I told my sons that I'm going to stop telling y'all what I tell them. But I tell them that this is our home. This is a safe place. There's not going to be hollering, screaming, violence. None of that is happening here. And that goes with how you two resolve conflict. We're not doing that. That's not here. That's not happening. So you drop your armor at the door. This is your sanctuary. I call my home my sanctuary. This is where I restore, refresh, regenerate. This is where I get my energy. My home is set to a frequency. And when I'm out in places, I know the frequency of my home and I can bring it, to other dwellings. My home frequency. I know what I need to do to replicate what I have going on here in other places energetically. Your home is your sanctuary. But what happens, y'all have created a society where you try to convince these girls to get into these relationships and they get isolated. They don't have a community of women. You teach them how to hate women. You teach them not to believe the other women that came before them. Listen to her. I just want to feel safe in my home again. Please be aware of who you are in a relationship with. If a man has abused women in the past, they will do it to you. And you know why they don't stop? Because the consequence should be you have no more access to women in your community. You have no more access to women in your community. But that's not the consequence, because y'all give these niggas the benefit of the doubt. And so you line up to give this nigga a chance. He won't do it to me. And then when you have the same dining experience, who do you run into? Communities of other women. And you know what's even more fucked up? None of these niggas, no niggas like this. But we can see that there are niggas like this, but nobody knows niggas like this. You just picked the wrong dude. And when you guys decide that you want to stop picking and bobbing your heads and drowning yourself, trying to pick from a lot of rotten fucking apples, then you will. No matter how many times they say they are going to get help, they won't. They will never change. Why should I change? If you get sick and tired of me beating your ass and you leave, guess what? Another bitch is waiting. She's desperate enough. She's waiting, and she's going to ignore you. I'm going to tell her my side of the story, and I'm going to make me sound better than how I actually showed up. And she's going to believe me, and she's going to say, you're just bitter. You want my life. Yeah. That's what y'all do. Y'all do it all the time, or it's been done to you. There's no consequence for the violence. So why should I stop? You bitches are going to be in line for me anyway. You don't believe. I'm going to make sure you don't believe what she's telling you I did to her. I pushed this bitch down the stairs. I knocked her up against the wall. I punched her in the face twice, busted her fucking lip, knocked her tooth out, gave her a black eye. He won't do that to me, girl. You just jealous. That's a different relationship. It's different over here. It's different over here. Is it, girl? Is it? Until it isn't. Until it isn't. Until these niggas get you super comfortable, you dependent on them now. He paying for everything. Now they start the abuse. And now you looking like, fuck. I got this lifestyle. He's giving me this lifestyle. Do I put up with the abuse? Yeah, it's a lot of y'all out there doing that. She says, Vory, you are a disgusting person. You want to paint me out to be this whore, a bad person, when it's you. I don't want to be with you or take your Valentine's gift or spend time with you as a family because all of this shit you put me through for 2 years. Just 2 years. And some of y'all be going for years, and I don't get it. Some of y'all be going for years and years and years. If I told you my longest relationship, girl, you'd be shocked. I don't put up with no. I might have participated, but after a while, I'm like, bitch, this is some bullshit. She said, you put me through for 2 years. So you go on social media and tell lies and try to spread a false narrative. Stop playing on my name before I post videos of you punching me in the face, spitting on me. This is your lover, honey. Spitting on me and threatening to kill me. Hold on. And threatening to kill me while pregnant. That's when the women are the most vulnerable. First of all, you're doing something they cannot do. There's an inherent envy there. They claim to be the most powerful, but they can't do the most powerful things humans can do. Is produce a child and to deliver out of your vagina a child, to create a child in your body. You know how amazing that is? That is amazing. Just on a biological level, just like a science level, that shit is amazing. And they can't do it. They're jealous. They tell you you have penis envy. Nigga, your penis started out as a clitoris. I know y'all was trying to correct me the other day. I say clitoris because an elder used to say it like that. You know, I say reefer and stuff. I was raised by baby boomers and the silent generation. So things I say, it might sound country, And it might sound like, girl, she ain't saying that right. It's because I took it from my elders. Okay, so her clitoris, that's your penis. So you're envy. You can't tell me. Some nigga tried to tell me you have penis envy. No, I don't. You have clit envy. Okay, because your dick was a clit before. Okay, but you can do the most amazing thing, and while you're pregnant, they hate you. There's some niggas that hate you. And I tell you to go. I hope you go and look, like, what are the mortality rates of pregnant women by their intimate partners. That's why I tell you, these men fuck you and they can hate you at the same time. Their little dicks are swords, guns. They're stabbing you. There's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. There's like, I'm taking out my aggression, my anger on you. Y'all. The real you can't run and play victim anymore. This is the person you are, and it gets worse than that. While you're pregnant, spitting on you, girl. Spitting to me is the highest form of disrespect. Spitting on somebody? That's like throwing your shoe in other cultures. Like, disrespectful. I'm telling you, this is you. You're the bottom of the shoe. I'm gonna throw my shoe at you because to me, you're the bottom of my shoe. That's the same as spitting on somebody. This is your intimate partner spitting on you. And I'm sure there's women in his DMs that don't care, that think they'll be different. And he told her, he said in her face and said, I can have you killed for real, nigga. Calling her a nigga, calling her bruh. They have no respect for you. They just need you to agree to some stupid bullshit structure so you can be a goddamn maid mule in a mattress, and they get you trapped in these situations. You're an adult listening to people telling you you need to find a man who can protect and provide for you. But you ignore intimate. To me, I feel like there's no, like, you just think, oh, I'm just gonna be in a relationship. I'm gonna go from relation. You don't do any studying on how humans are operating in these structures. Nobody is like paying attention to that. That's the shit I don't understand. Y'all put more thought into other things. You put more thought than getting into a relationship. Put no thought into it. You just hop into a relationship. Even though you see intimate partner violence rates, you see Black women being killed every 5.5 hours by their intimate partner or someone they know. You have all of this data. Killer Mike was just on fucking the Breakfast Club talking about how Black men need to marry Black women. Hey, newsflash, motherfucker. Black women don't need to be marrying Black men because the statistics show if she does, she's going to end up in poverty. Bitch, no. So while you telling Black men they need to marry Black women, I'm telling your ass, wake the fuck up, look at the statistics, because it's high risk. High risk. What do they say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. High risk, high rewards. Girl, go out into the world if you want to, but please be knowledgeable about what you're getting involved in. Know that the closer they are to you, the more violent they are to you. People are killed by people they know normally. You can watch all the goddamn datelines. You can watch all the things. Usually someone they know. It's like really rare for somebody to be killed by somebody that they don't know. That's like a random person. That's like rare. I don't think that happens too much. I have to go see the stats on that. But when we're talking about intimate partner violence, especially with a group of men who are the perpetual victims to everything, it's always somebody fucking else outside of themselves. They never take responsibility or accountability. You can't ask somebody to take responsibility when they can't even take accountability. They don't even acknowledge what they're doing. So how can they be responsible for something that they don't acknowledge that they're doing? This is my comment, because I'm tired of this shit. I'm really tired of it. I posted a Yelp logo. Read the Yelp reviews. If Yelp wasn't a fucking thing, I would make a shirt, read the Yelp reviews. But they'll get your girl. They will get your girls. I said, did he say you don't run this house? I do. Women are told to depend on your greatest threat to be your protector and provider. This is how too many women end up like this. The closer they are to you, the more violent they become, especially if they've isolated you in some weird ass dynamic where you've abandoned your sensibilities and depend on another adult human for your survival. Absolutely not. Look at the intimate partner violence rates. And like she said, if he did it to her, he'll do it to you. And because you desperados line up in some man's DM, no matter what the Yelp reviews say, then want to cry when you have the same dining experience. Wake the fuck up. I said, I hope she's safe because he did say he could have her killed. This is a person she laid on her back and spread her legs for, and he wants her dead. Stay away from these violent, unregulated psychopaths. And you can say, I hate men. That's who I hate. Them is the men I hate. And if you don't hate violent, degenerate menaces to society, I don't know what to tell you. Like some man came in my comment, Erica, I like your content, but your hatred for black men. I said, ask yourself, black man, men that I talk about, what about those men do you relate to besides being black and male? Tell me. Because if you relate to the violent, degenerate, raggedy, musty, dusty ass niggas that mistreat each other, women, children, and animals, if you don't not like them niggas, we ain't in the same crew. If you are giving people leeway to be domestic terrorists in their communities just because they black and male and you black and male, and so you see yourself in them to the point where you like completely like ignore the violence, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what she did to him. There's nothing that I can do to you that would warrant you telling me and getting in my face to tell me you can have me killed. You want to take my life? There's nothing I could have done to you but attempt to take yours for you to think that you can take mine. That's the only way. I don't know what she did to him, but men got to stop dealing with women like this. That's going to make you get out of character like this. He's probably a good dude. I told you, these raggedy, musty fucking niggas, they do not know another man who is, this man is showing violence, telling somebody he will kill them. And he says he's probably a good dude. He didn't hit her one time. And that's another thing. You all believe that abuse, the only form of abuse is breaking somebody's arm and blacking their eye. He's using intimidation. He's standing in her face. He's not safe. Whether he hits her or not, he's threatening to kill her. Do you know you can go to jail for threatening to kill somebody? Do you know that? You can be arrested for that. It's called a terroristic threat. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, let me call the cops. Because I'm calling the law. We ain't fixing this in the street. You going to jail. I'm calling 911 because you going to jail, bitch.
And I'm gonna go to the car and dial 911 because you going to jail, bitch.
Period. She has a baby in her hands while he's trying to intimidate her, while she's holding a baby. They don't care about you. They don't care about their offspring. They don't. And y'all keep the hopeful. Shout out to the hopefuls. Erica, I'm sorry you've never experienced that. I've experienced love, but guess what? Romantic, intimate love doesn't hold value for me. I don't need to feel love like that. I get loved in other ways that fills me the fuck up on some real shit. I don't need romantic, intimate love. That's not something that I need. I don't need that. I don't need to find, and if I needed that, I don't need to find it in a cisgender heterosexual man. and more specifically, a cisgender heterosexual black man. Have you seen these niggas? Because the good ones ain't loud enough. And all of them don't know a nigga who ain't shit. None of them know niggas who ain't shit. None of them. They don't know no ain't shit niggas. None of them do. None of them do. I'll never understand the hatred some black men have for us black women. She chose to get pregnant by him, though. And then you in that house by yourself. You in that house. Go home to your mother or your family. Please go home to them. Get away from that man. Because he said he threatened to kill. There's no way. You threatened to kill me? Okay. I got you. I hear you loud and fucking clear, nigga. You ain't got to say it twice. You ain't got to threaten to kill me twice, bitch. First of all, I'm going to show the video to the law so they can be on your ass and I can get some kind of restraining order, even though I know they don't mean shit, because if a nigga wants to kill you, he's going to kill you. He don't give a fuck about a piece of paper. But y'all still in the comments are hopeful. There's the good guys. They're out there, ladies. They're out there, girl. I found me one, girl. I trekked through the tundra, girl, and I found me one. I got one, girl. They're out there, girl. Y'all setting these girls up for death. Any nigga say he gonna kill me, I would never fuck with again in life, period. Period. It's no way. There's no like, I'm not trying to reason that. I'm not trying to figure out a way to be like, well, what he actually meant was, no, girl. He said, I can have you killed. So you don't know. Now you looking over your shoulder because this nigga done threatened you. This is a person you have a baby with. I tell you, I felt like if I would have stayed in Atlanta anytime, either he would be dead or I would be dead. Because he has a very antagonistic spirit. He wasn't going to stop fucking with me. He was not going to stop fucking with me. He wasn't. These niggas will get you. And then I was really isolated. I had a few friends, but I'm in a different state. A different state. Seven days pregnant. 7 days postpartum. I just told the story and I shared it. 7 days postpartum. I had a premature baby, 29 weeks. I have an 18-month-old child and a premature baby born at 29 weeks. I'm still postpartum. 7 days after I delivered my child, I was physically assaulted by their father because I wanted him out my fucking house. I was kicking his ass out. Get the fuck out. You know a nigga has to be ain't shit for a woman who just had a baby. Now she has 2 babies and she's kicking your ass out. She got a premature baby and an 18-month-old. I was willing, whatever it comes with, not having additional help, if that's what you want to call it, I'm willing to take it. I will take it. Get out. He punched me in the face. I hit him back. You know what he tells people? She hit me. She hit me. As if, and a lot of them think they're supposed to be able to just beat your ass and you not defend yourself. You not defend yourself. So when you hit them back or kick at them or throw something at them, just like Melody, Martell filming her, laughing, antagonizing her so she can flip out and then he could show everybody, look, it's not me, I'm calm. You hear how calm I was? She's flipping the fuck out. Reactive, defensive, defending yourself. Y'all think abuse looks like somebody's arm is broke. That's what y'all think it looks like. And if she doesn't have any physical harm, then y'all will dismiss the abuse. She wasn't abused. She has to be beat up, damn near hobbling in a fucking wheelchair at the hospital before y'all would be like, oh yeah, he was abusing her. But what did she do? What could she have possibly done for you to say, I can have you killed? Unless she threatened to kill him and we didn't see it. But I saw a video and this was like a conversation that they were having and he's in her face intimidating her while she's holding a baby. Is this his baby? I assume, because he doesn't seem like the type of nigga that would take a woman into a home that has somebody else's child, because you niggas ain't shit. Shout out to the stepfathers, to the healthy stepfathers, because a lot of you niggas ain't shit. She has a baby in her hand. Do you think that that's a safe space? Do you think, and that's how you, and you wonder why empaths exist and highly sensitive people, because while their mothers are holding them, there's a beast standing over their mother, hollering and screaming and threatening her. You know how that fucks with a child's nervous system? Not only her nervous system, but the child's nervous system. And then you wonder why these kids, all of us, turn out as highly sensitive people or empaths. Because we are sensitive. We are sensitive. Now we can feel all of that shit from every fucking body. You created such a sensitive child that now they feel every fucking thing. From as soon as you walk in the room, you got the whole room fucking figured out. What's going on in here? Because you created a hypersensitive child, a highly sensitive child. Because you're a fucking beast hovering over its mother, threatening its mother, threatening the person that they depend on, that they feed off of her body. You're threatening to off its mother. What do you think? You don't give a fuck about your children. And then y'all do this thing where you try to separate boys from men. That's a boy. No, that's a fucking full grown ass man threatening to kill a woman. Shut up. All the excuses. It's so crazy. You see the abuse and the niggas they still making excuses. A lot of the times women see signs and think to themselves, I can change him, or that won't happen to me. Money, notoriety, proximity to celebs have y'all all in these situations. A lot of these rappers, hood dudes, have the same temperament, and yet y'all be at the front of the line waiting y'all turn. Ladies, leave these men where they at. That little money he's going to give you won't be worth the mental battle you're going to endure. And it don't be just the hood dude. See, they got you fucked up thinking it's Pookie and Ray Ray. No, it's Brad, it's John, it's Dante. Mm-hmm. It's Christopher, it's Daniel. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It is. It's Michael. Mm-hmm. Kevin. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maurice. Yeah. It be ooh, I almost said something. It'd be the corporate dudes. And that's so funny. And you know what's so funny? When I was at the precipice of my decision to be like, I have the cup, I have the fucking shirt, I'm not going to participate in this shit anymore. It was after a relationship with a narcissist. And I said, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to even try to do this anymore. I'm really not. And I thought to myself, it must, at first you think it's you, right? You think it's you. And you're like, okay, what is the lot of men that I am picking from where this kind of behavior comes out of, right? I thought it might have been the education level, but then I was like, no, because I dated an Oracle executive and he was fucking married. I was like, what is it? He was giving gifts, buying gifts, sending flowers, doing all the things. That motherfucker was married, girl. I was like, oh, buying jewelry, doing all the things, That motherfucker was motherfucking married, bitch. An Oracle executive, okay? I thought maybe it's the education level. Maybe it's the socioeconomic level, right? Maybe what is this that I'm seeing? But then I started to, and then this is when like People are always online, but TikTok, I'm telling you, it's something about TikTok where these women started telling their stories. And then I was just sitting there like, I've been waiting for y'all to fucking get it, because I've been sounding like the bitter Betty. And I've been waiting for women to actually stop lying and telling other women that they're in these wonderful relationships and they're like, and it's chaos. I've been waiting for the girls to tell the truth. And then you're like, oh, it's not just me, because people will have you believing, oh, you should have just chose better. And it's like, damn, okay, if I chose better, and I'm true, like when I'm telling you, I've dated Black, white, Latin, Asian, from one end of the education level to the high school graduate, right? GED. One nigga had a GED. You know what I'm saying? Making money, 6 figures, probably wasn't making shit, homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, I'm just like, girl, this is not it. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Not understanding yet they're wrong. They're just wrong. They're just wrong. And then you get the people tell you vet. The government can't even vet. FBI, CIA, honey, they can't vet. So what? How can you vet when a motherfucker? These niggas lie. People lie on their resumes, child. What makes you think they're not gonna lie to get close to you to get some pussy? Girl, what? And keep a fucking mask on and have you believe in the whole fucking story. These niggas already live in a delusional fantasy world. The patriarchy is a delusional, fantastical world of contradictions. That's all it is. It's nothing logical about it. They have you thinking, oh, the masculine, so you equate masculine with male. The male is more logical. No, masculinity is more logical, not men. Right? That's why when you hear a woman speaking logically, you dismiss it. Oh, that's emotion, because only women can be emotional. A woman can't be logical because men are logical. No, nigga, masculinity is logical. And I'm both. So I can be emotional and logical. Come on. So you thinking it's you. It's not you, girl. It's them. And that's why I'm here to tell you motherfuckers. I'm here to break up all the fantasy shit. I'm breaking that shit up and crushing your fantasy. Sorry. I don't give a fuck. I just want a fantasy wedding. Girl, have a wedding, bitch. Walk down the aisle to your goddamn self. For real. Because that's the only motherfucker. What did Miley tell you? That's the only motherfucker that can love you better than anybody else is you. I used to write in people's cards. I bet you my mother has a bunch of cards from me where I would write in her birthday cards. You, as much as anyone in this entire universe, deserves your love and affection. I've been on this shit. This ain't no new shit. I've been giving niggas the blues. I've been telling women it's self-love, even though I would dealt with self-esteem issues, because again, I'm still, even though I was like out, like giving niggas the blues, I was still participating in this, trying to have relationships with dudes that were not doing anything in return, just having this low self-esteem when it came to relationships, then operating in a codependent way because I'm learning codependency from a covert narcissistic parental figure. So I'm bringing that to these relationships. Girl, you got to do the work so you can understand this shit and why you show up the way you do in these relationships. And then you have to decide, do I want to keep doing this? Like, this is crazy. Because I keep doing the work, but guess who ain't doing the work? The motherfuckers you trying to partner with. They ain't doing the work because there ain't nothing wrong with them, girl. They perfect. They don't know no ain't shit niggas. Are you crazy? I don't know no niggas like that. I don't know no niggas like that. All right, let me go. It was something else I wanted to talk about. It was something else. Hold on. I think it's time to go, but it was something else that it's a lot of shit going on. It was something else. I saved it. Here, let me go back to my saved. What time is it? Oh, girls, been over an hour. Oh, what? So I agree with Azealia Banks. Monique, them texts don't mean a goddamn thing. What else? Princess Love wins celebrity poker tour. Shout out to Princess Love. That's that Asian side, honey. She, she gambles. She likes to be in the casino. In the casino. I think that's it. That's all I have for now. I'll try to come back later. Krishan Rock, the case of recognizing colorism as racism. When she told that girl, I know you don't like your complexion, I was like, ugh, she must. I told y'all that bitch was colorist. Didn't I tell you? She's just a whole ignorant little package. All the ignorant shit about your community, that's packaged into that girl over there. The whole shit. From the dick worship to the fucking colorism. It's just a whole thing. Hood, just ignorant. Might have some developmental, delays. I've been saying that. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. Gonna go outside, take a little walk, finish my coffee and my little refill. And then I guess we get down in the comments. I didn't mean to talk this long, but take care of each other. Protect your energy. I've been on this shit. I've been trying to tell you. I've been on this shit. You, as much as anyone in this entire universe, deserves your love and affection. Okay? Take care of each other. Peace.